Hello, I'm Jim Roberts. I'm the host of Senior Living in Alexandria. We're here on the monthly series that's put on by Senior Services of Alexandria. This is useful information targeted to seniors, but also to family, friends, caregivers, those who want to be useful and knowledgeable about things that relate to seniors. I'm very pleased this evening to have a special guest, Sandy Modell, who is CEO and General Manager of the Alexandria Transit System, commonly known to many of you there as the Dash Bus. I'm pleased that you're here tonight, and welcome to the program. Delighted to
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
To learn more about how Dash works in Alexandria.
I'd love to.
Can you give us a little bit of background on Dash and how it was formed, please?
Well, Dash began service in 1984, and it started as the city's local bus system. At the time, we started with 17 buses, and we had about total drivers at that time. We had about 20 drivers, and the service was started to supplement the regional metro bus system and to provide Alexandria with a more responsive and convenient service to the residents and workers and tourists that come into the city every day.
What services do you, we understand bus service, and I think it complements the regional metro system, the bus and the trains and so forth. Is that a smooth integration, and are you nicely integrated with that service?
Over the years, we've worked very hard to provide more seamless types of transportation services so that someone can get on a metro rail train and then come in from Maryland and come into Alexandria and get on a Dash bus and transfer between the local systems. So providing a seamless connection between all the different transit systems that are out there really help to increase ridership.
So two questions. So the schedules and locations are integrated, like you've got the Braddock Road Metro or Transportation Center and others. But so it's integrated in terms of schedule, location, and I understand also in terms of fare system?
We all utilize the Smart Trip fare system, and so someone can get on Dash and tap the fare box, and it deducts the Dash fare, and then they can transfer over to a Metro bus, and that fare box knows that rider has come from a Dash bus, and so it gives it a free transfer to the Metro bus. And so although our schedules are not necessarily completely integrated, we do work where we have service that complement each other in the same corridors. We do work to try to not have them all operating down the same street together. But Metro bus is more regional, so they're coming in from different parts of the region sometimes, and where Alexandria Dash is focusing on Alexandria. And now also we have service to Shirlington Transit Center, which is the first time we've ever provided service interjurisdictionally with a new route that we started over the summer, the AT9. I know you've got some programs that you run. What would some of those be? I noticed like the transit store and some of those services. Dash operates the city's transit store, Alexandria Transit Store, where you can go and purchase fare media. You can buy a Smart Trip card, or you can just get information about the different services that are out there. We also operate the King Street Trolley.
Oh, is that right?
So that's, when you see the trolley going up and down King Street, that's also Dash.
That's Dash Bus. That's great.
Yes.
And that's so popular. I know you have a trip planner. How does that work?
We have a trip planner on our website. You can go on the website and put in your origin and where you want to go to, and it will let you know what time the buses are scheduled to make pick up at that intersection.
Will that tell you Dash schedules, or does it go broader than that if it wants to connect to a train or another bus service?
The Metro website has the connections for all the different services. We are working to have real-time bus information on all the Dash buses. You won't even need a schedule. You'll just be able to pick up your phone or on the computer or call, and it will tell you not when the bus is scheduled, but when the bus is actually coming.
That's great. That's terrific. Those are great services for the community and things we can be proud of. And I think that we're going to have to go to a break now, so we'll be back. But stay tuned. We're going to go to see Chef Hans and our very own Marianne Beatty, who will give us some tips on a delicious and nutritious food that will come, and then we'll come back. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Marianne Beatty. I'm with Senior Services of Alexandria, and we're here with our favorite chef, Chef Hans.
Hi Marianne, welcome back.
Thank you, and thanks for having us.
Our pleasure.
Yes, and happy February. How's your winter going?
Beautiful. You know what? It's the first real snow of the season.
Yeah,
so
I know.
We're cooking food for winter comfort today.
Oh, perfect, because we love that. So what are we going to cook today?
Well, first thing I thought we'd make just a very traditional, comfort food like a cream of tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, just like when we were kids.
Just like we were kids,
That's right.
but this doesn't come in a can.
All righty, well let's get started.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I've got a saute pan, and I've got a little bit of olive oil. We're going to put in the pan, and then we're going to hit it with a little bit of garlic. It wouldn't be proper, and I wouldn't be cooking if I didn't use some garlic.
I know, absolutely.
So we're going to get the garlic, and we want to put the garlic in just so that it sweats a little bit.
Okay.
You don't want to brown it, because if you get it brown, it's going to have a dark color to it.
Okay.
Then once the garlic is inside, we're going to add some what I call mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, and onions.
Oh.
A traditional mirepoix is 2 parts onions, 1 part carrot, and 1 part celery.
Oh, interesting.
So we're basically doing it not quite traditional. We're doing 1 part each, basically a half a cup of carrot, celery, and onions.
Oh.
And then we're going to sweat that. Notice I used the word sweat.
Yes,
we
I
don't
have.
want to brown it, just so we want to get it.
Okay, so that just
soft.
makes it get a little soft, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So we just want it nice and moist, nice and soft.
And over a medium
Medium heat, medium saucepan.
Yeah.
So that's going to simmer a little bit. And while that simmers, excuse me, behind,
Yeah.
I'm going to get another pot, and I'm going to heat up our vegetable stock and our tomato juice.
Okay.
That was tough getting that one
Wow.
out, wasn't it? So vegetable stock, got about a pint of vegetable stock, and likewise about a pint of tomato sauce. And then I'm going to also...
And what kind of juice? It's just whatever
Just regular
juice?
canned tomato juice.
Okay, all righty.
If you want to go down the road and, blend tomatoes and puree, make your own juice, you can do that.
Yeah.
But I don't think very many people would do
right,
that.
yeah.
So I've got a little bit of tomato paste that goes in here, and that's basically just to thicken it up and to enhance and enrich the flavor a little bit. So I'm bringing that to a boil.
Ooh, that smells good.
Doesn't it?
Oh, garlic.
Especially all the vegetables
yeah.
going on.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm bringing my liquids to a boil. My vegetables are sauteing. They're getting nice and brown, and you want to cook the vegetables so just until the onions are transparent or translucent, or everything's a little bit soft. And I like to cook it. I like soups to be fresh.
Yes.
So I don't want to overcook them.
Yeah,
I want to be able to just cook just enough, but still have that beautiful fresh flavor to it. So in the vegetables, I'm putting in some diced tomatoes. These are fresh diced tomatoes.
And what kind of tomatoes do you normally, anything that
we're using Romas here.
Okay,
Only
all right.
because we use Romas for all our sauces because they're kind of inexpensive, they taste good.
Right.
So we have fresh Roma tomatoes in here. If somebody wanted to cheat at home and use canned diced tomatoes, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, all right.
No problem at all. So now my vegetable is sweating. The stock is simmering.
Simmering, yes. That looks wonderful.
And while that's going on, I'm going to do a quick grilled cheese sandwich on this side over here, Marianne.
Oh, boy.
So to do that, I've got some great artisanal bread. And I'm going to mix together some cream cheese and some Boursin cheese.
Ooh. Oh, you're right. This isn't your typical grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah.
So a little Boursin cheese and cream cheese. Blend that together with some fresh herbs. I've got a little bit of fresh herb mix right here.
And what's in your herbs?
We're using oregano, and we're using parsley and fresh basil.
Yummy.
Yep. So I mix that together. It's good to let it get room temperature so it softens up nice. And once my mix is really nice and soft, take a little bit and put it on the bread. Put it on each slice. When we do this, I always joke with the cooks to make sure you're going what I call coast to coast, or end,
That's
end
right.
to end. Because last thing you want is cheese in the middle of it and not on both
right,
sides.
exactly.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's just show everybody what this looks like.
Yep.
Oh, this looks yum.
And then what I do with these is we put them in a pan with a little bit of oil. I've got a little spritzer with some olive oil. And I'm going to do it open face so that we get the crusty on both sides.
Alrighty.
And while that's browning, I've got the vegetables that are sauteed, nice and sweated.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yep, doesn't it look
great?
great?
Oh, yes.
My stock is simmering, so I'm going to marry the both, put them both together,
Okay.
and bring that back to a full boil.
Oh, yum.
Doesn't that smell great?
Yes, it does.
And at this point, we're going to simmer it for about a couple minutes till the vegetables get really good and soft. Then I'm going to add some fresh herbs. This is again just the same herb mix I have there.
Alrighty.
It's oregano, fresh basil, and parsley.
Oh,
and we'll put that in at the end. You want to put it in at the end so it has that bright, fresh flavor.
Boy, this doesn't take long at all.
No.
May I
Real
stir?
Please.
Oh,
please.
okay. No, this looks pretty. Ooh.
Beautiful fresh soup.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it takes a little bit longer than opening a can, but I think
oh
the
no,
benefit is
it looks wonderful.
More.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right. So Marianne, behind, I'm going to put the soup in a blender. We get a nice puree.
Oh, that looks good.
Beautiful and hot. You can smell that wonderful herby flavor to it.
Oh, I can. Oh, how nice.
So.
Oh, what a special treat for
fresh
lunch.
soup.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
And again, I like to do them open face so that when it gets nice and hot on both sides.
Oh. What a nice lunch. Oh, you did it just like my mother used to do it.
She called me and told me all about it. So then we have a beautiful little
oh, yes.
fresh
isn't
tomato
that
soup with grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, look at that. It's so easy to make, and we're going to taste it in a minute, but you'll find this recipe on our website, and bon appetit.
Great, that's terrific. Now, let's focus a little bit on seniors. What special services, do you have special fares for seniors, special services? How do you handle some of the things that happen to seniors in terms of maybe hearing or seeing or mobility?
Do a number of things. We work closely with the senior programs and senior services to get the information out about DASH service and where we go and how you can make your connections. And we do a lot of market outreach where we go to the senior high-rises and to senior centers in the city and do presentations on DASH and help people that live in those areas to know what bus service, what buses, what route to take, and where they all go. And so the outreach is critical because it's important that senior citizens know not only where the service goes, but how to use the DASH system.
Right.
And as you mentioned, to take advantage of the discounted fare programs that we offer, which is we have a very deeply discounted monthly pass. And it's not targeted just for seniors, but seniors take advantage of that pass in large numbers. And it's a $40 pass, and it's good for the entire month, calendar month. We also offer a 4-hour transfer pass when you board the bus. And so what that helps out with is that, and I've been on the buses and seen seniors where they get on the bus and they are going to a doctor's appointment, and then when they're done, they have 4 hours. They can take any bus in any direction.
Okay.
And they're done there, and they go to the bank. They get on another bus, go to
Run
the
all
bank.
their errands on one fare.
And you know, 3 hours later, they might be back on the bus, you know, going to lunch at Bradley Shopping Center or in Old Town. So those two discount programs that fare programs that we offer, although they're not only for seniors, they are targeted in a way, and one of the reasons we developed the 4-hour transfer was because we knew that seniors that are retired are going to want to be able to get around on Dash and not have to worry about keep putting money in the fare box.
How about issues in terms of impaired vision or impaired hearing or limited mobility?
The new buses have moved away from wheelchair lifts, and instead we have incorporated wheelchair ramps.
Oh.
So it's just a ramp that comes out. All the buses are low floor that we're purchasing now. For many years, in fact, Alexandria was the first system in the region to go with wheelchair lifts on the buses, even before the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Wow.
And so that was a conscious decision made by our board of directors to do that. But at the same time now, we are trying to make even more improvements to accessibility by offering low-floor buses that have their wider entranceway to help seniors and persons with disabilities get on the bus easier, quicker, and more convenient.
That's terrific.
And the ramp is much better than the wheelchair lift.
Yeah,
It's in terms of maintenance and in terms of the timing it takes to deploy it. And so I think our seniors have been very happy about that when the new buses come along. They're hybrid vehicles, so they're quieter than the older buses. And they're also environmentally friendly, so we are starting to see some fuel savings as well.
Okay, that's very progressive. That's very good.
We try to be progressive
No,
as much as possible.
I'm told you've won some awards.
We are a nationally acclaimed, I would say, award-winning bus system, both nationally and statewide, and even within the region. We have won awards for marketing outreach as well as operations. We've been, our American Public Transit Association have provided us with an award for being the best bus system, small bus system at the time. We were smaller in the country. We're also been the very, very great honor to be selected as one of the top 10 transit employers in the country. We work very hard to have a team relationship with our employees, and we work together day in and day out to get the job done at Dash. And one of the things that we focus on with our employees is customer service, and that's where a number of our awards have come from, is the high level of customer service that we provide to our community. And particularly seniors, the drivers go through intense training to help them learn about being sensitive to the needs of persons with disabilities and senior citizens. And in fact, just the other day, I received a compliment for a driver that went out of his way, got off the bus to help a senior that was carrying bags, and made sure that she got on the right bus.
That's outstanding. That's terrific.
And so we, it's not unusual for us to get those kinds of accolades and compliments. So it is all about providing the highest level of service, both to the customer and also to the community at large.
Okay. Sandy, that's a very impressive display of information. I'm sure our viewers would really like to learn how they can learn more. Could you possibly tell us what your website and your phone number would be so that they can get in touch with you and if they'd like and get more information?
Sure thing. People can reach us online at www.dashbus.com, and there they can find all information about our routes and schedules and fare and how to pick up a monthly Dash Pass, for example. Also, they can call us directly at 703-746-3274, which happens to spell Dash.
Hi, we're here today with Dr. Dan Kulund, who is an orthopedic surgeon and also on the City of Alexandria's Commission on Aging. How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good. And today, Dr. Dan is going to give us a few tips about how to stay safe in these wintry, icy conditions, and also teach us how to fall. Give us a few tips.
Ellie, when I was walking over here this evening, it was pretty icy, and I made sure I left in plenty of time so I wouldn't slip on the ice, because I think if I came in here with my arm in a cast and was talking about how to fall, it wouldn't look right. So when I came here, I walked slowly, I looked where I was going, and I wasn't at all afraid of falling. And you may ask, well, how come? You're not afraid of falling? No, because I know how to fall. And that's the key. Because you can work on preventing falling by doing balancing exercises. You can stand on one foot like a flamingo, or you can do Tai Chi, which is good. Even if you're not a Chinese American, you can still do Tai Chi. And you can prevent a fall. However, everyone is going to eventually fall sometime, someplace. And so the key is to know what to do when you're about to fall. And you need a plan, because you only have 2/10 of a second to come up with a strategy. Then you have 5/10 of a second before you hit the ground. So 7/10 of a second before you make the transition. So what do you do? There's a couple ways you can fall. One is to slip on the ice or on the proverbial banana peel where your feet go out and you land backwards. Or you stumble over a paver, for example, and you go forwards. And if you are going backwards, then first thing you do is relax, like a Raggedy Ann doll. And I would be a Raggedy Andy doll. So you relax, and as you're going down, you tuck your chin to your chest, and you land on your butt, and bringing your knees up toward your chest, and you slap your forearms and hands down on the ground. And that spreads the forces out over space and time. And by holding your chin in, it can't go back because it weighs as much as a bowling ball, and you at all costs want to avoid clunking your head.
Yes.
So that's the way to handle the backwards fall. If you're going forwards, it's a different story. Once again, protect your face and head, because that's where the most serious injuries occur. And consider your forearms like an airbag, and get your hands up like this in front of your face. Try not to land where you're breaking your fall, because when you break your fall, you're liable to break your bones. So you bring your hands up like this so that you land on your forearms.
Gotcha.
And then it's like having an airbag in front of you. So now, if I am walking after this show, and I suddenly step on that banana peel, I just relax, handle it, and change a crash landing into a safe landing.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you for coming here this evening.
Well, my pleasure.
We've really learned a lot from you. So everyone be safe out there during these conditions.
Hi, I'm Mary Lee Anderson, Executive Director of Senior Services of Alexandria, and I'm here to tell you about some things on the community calendar for seniors in our city during the month of February. If you're a caregiver and looking for a way to get some support for the work that you're doing with your loved one, there's a new resource for you in our town. Every Thursday, on the second Thursday of the month, you will be able to go to a new support group that's being held at Emmanuel Church on the Hill. It's sponsored by Griswold Home Care, and SSA was very pleased to be able to put them together with the church for this offering so that people can come and get support and ideas about ways to make their lives easier as they care for their family. You can get more information about this by calling Christine Friedberg at 703-739-2273. If you'd like to get moving during this cold winter time, you might want to consider pickleball. Pickleball is a new sensation, I'm told, that's sweeping the nation, as they say. It's designed for people that would like to do some indoor athletic activity. It's kind of a combination between maybe tennis and paddleball. It's being offered at Charles Houston Rec Center, and I believe also at the Lee Center. You can do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and it's a great way to meet new friends, to socialize, and get healthy. You can call the rec department at 703-746-5414 to get more information about the programs at both locations. If you're starting to think about your taxes, and I know I should be, but I haven't yet, there's AARP volunteers at the Lee Center. They'll be there every Wednesday from 10 to 2 from February 1st through April 15th, and they're there to provide free tax assistance for anyone 50 years and older. You don't even have to make a reservation. You can just drop in and get assistance so that you can get that off your to-do list. There's also some fun theatrical activity in our town this month. Metro Stage has a performance of Bessie's Blues, and it's about that wonderful Empress of the Blues, Bessie Smith, and her life and her music. And I've been to several performances at Metro Stage, and I can highly recommend them. They usually are just terrific. So if you'd like to get information about tickets, you can go to their website, www.metrostage.org. That performance will be running through March the 15th. Finally, I want to let you know about Senior Services Speaker Series event this month. On Wednesday, February the 11th, we're going to be talking about travel. We'll have some local experts from the transit system here in our city, and we're even going to have a bus available so that you all can see how easy it is to use the Dash bus system. We'll be over at Beatley Central Library starting at 9:30. And we'll talk about the ease of public transportation in our city, and then we're also going to be talking about some helpful tips for transportation if you're going on a trip. We have a local expert who has done a lot of arrangements for travel for seniors, and she'll be talking about things that you should know if you're planning to go on a vacation. So those are just a few of the things that are happening in our city, and if you want to find out more, you can go to Senior Services website, www.seniorservicesalex.org, or call our office at 703-836-4414 and talk to Lindsay at extension 10. Thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you at one of these fun events.
That wraps up our program for this occasion. I want to continue to thank Sandy Modell from the Dash Transit System and Alexandria Transit, and all the information, useful information she gave to us this evening. We're coming up on Valentine's Day, or have celebrated that, and so the best thing you can do is rush out, find your favorite senior, and give them a big hug. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.